Chosen one, this message is not for everyone. If you're watching this right now, it's because God Himself has led you here. There's a sacred mark on your palm, the powerful M sign, and you don't even realize how desperately you need it. This isn't some random symbol. This M is a divine seal, a spiritual code planted on your hand for protection, power, and purpose. It's the key to unlocking blessings you've only dreamed of. A shield against forces trying to hold you back. But here's the warning. Most chosen ones remain unaware of this sacred sign, leaving their power untapped, their destiny delayed. If you ignore this sign, if you continue to walk unaware, you're risking everything. Doors will close. Opportunities will vanish. The blessings waiting for you may pass right through your fingers. Time is running out. The spiritual battle around you is intensifying. This M is your lifeline, your divine GPS guiding you through the chaos, the storms, and the darkness. But you must act now. This is not a message to scroll past or save for later. Pause this video, take a breath. The universe is speaking directly to you. Hit that like button. This small act sends a ripple of energy that amplifies this sacred message. Subscribe to help us reach 90,000 subscribers. And comment the number 99, a powerful signal that activates the energy of this 99 sign in your life. A code that connects you to the cosmic forces working on your behalf. Chosen one, you were born for this moment. You were marked for greatness, but only those who recognize the M and use it will step fully into their divine purpose. If you're not ready to embrace this truth, you might stop watching right now. But if your spirit is stirring, if you feel that undeniable pull inside your chest, then stay with me, because what I'm about to reveal will change your life forever. Use the M. Claim it. Protect your destiny. Your miracle is waiting, but only if you reach out and take it. Look down at your hands right now. Yes, those very hands that have worked, prayed, struggled, and held the weight of your journey. Now join them together, palm to palm. What do you see? An M shape appears, doesn't it? That is not a coincidence, and it is certainly not a random formation. This divine mark is not just a wrinkle in your skin. It is a heavenly signature etched into your being from the moment of your creation. You were chosen. You were marked. You were appointed before you even took your first breath. You see, science tells us our fingerprints are unique. They're never duplicated across billions of people. But what the world hasn't told you is that the lines in your palms also carry encoded messages. Some written not just in biology, but in divine destiny. I say this to you not as a mystic, but as a seeker of truth. The M is a cosmic stamp, a celestial code signifying that your life was designed with purpose, power, and prophecy. You are not ordinary. You carry within your hands the imprint of heaven's call. God does not mark what He does not plan to use. That M is your spiritual confirmation that your life is meant for something more, something monumental. This world may have tried to dim your light, question your worth, or make you forget who you are. But today I am here to awaken your memory. You are chosen. You are marked. You are needed. And the time of your activation is now. You were not just born. You were sent. You arrived in this world with assignments folded into your DNA, hidden until the appointed season. And that season has arrived. The M in your hand stands for miracles, manifestation, and mastery. 3 divine forces now awakening inside you. You've felt it lately, haven't you? That strange stirring in your soul, that pull towards something greater. That's not anxiety. That's activation. You've always walked differently, thought differently, sensed things before others did. That was not a flaw. It was preparation. The M is a reminder that you were built to rise when others fall, to believe when others doubt, to lead when others follow. You carry ancient wisdom in your spirit and supernatural favor in your hands. You've been through hell because heaven was training you for the battlefield of destiny. This is your time to remember who you are. You're not here to blend in. You're here to break patterns, shift atmospheres, and carry a divine legacy. You were born with the M because the world needed someone like you. Strong enough to endure, wise enough to guide, and powerful enough to rebuild. And now the world is ready, heaven is moving. And your mark is calling you forward. For too long, you've overlooked what your own hands have been trying to tell you. They've held pain, yes, but also prophecy. The lines you see are not random. They are a divine language, a whisper from the Creator that says, I placed something in you that this world will need. And now what was hidden is being revealed, not to everyone, but to the marked, to you. And throughout history, the hands of leaders have held power. Moses parted seas. Mary held the Son of God, and the Messiah healed with his touch. This same lineage flows through you. That M on your palm isn't decoration. It is a declaration, a sign from God that says, this one is mine. This one will change everything. It doesn't matter where you came from. It doesn't matter who doubted you. Your hands were chosen before your feet ever touched the earth. We live in a time when clarity is rare and confusion is common. But God is sending signs to his chosen ones. In clear, personal, undeniable signs. And the M is one of them. You're not just witnessing history. You are history in the making. Don't ignore the message in your hands any longer. It's time to read what heaven has written in your skin. We are standing on the edge of something supernatural in the next 5 days. Yes, specifically there will be a spiritual shift in the atmosphere for those marked with the M. The heavens are opening, divine energy is aligning, and those who are ready will feel the release. If you felt like everything was on pause, this is your confirmation. The delay is over. Your prayers have not gone unheard. They've been building momentum in the unseen realm, gathering spiritual energy for the moment of release. In the next 5 days, expect the unexpected. Breakthroughs in finances, relationships, health, and purpose. The M is being lit like a beacon, and those marked will feel a surge, a divine wind pushing them forward. You will know it when it comes. It will feel like sudden courage, like answers flooding in, like the fog finally lifting. And mark these days on your calendar, not as just time, but as transformation. Journal every sign. Write down every whisper. Pay attention to your dreams, your intuition, your opportunities. These are not coincidences. They are confirmations. The M on your palm will begin to glow in the spirit. And with it, the path ahead will finally reveal itself. You are in a countdown, and destiny is approaching fast. Not everyone carries the mark. Not everyone is chosen, but you are. You carry a frequency that others do not. You have an M because you were meant to move mountains. This is not ego, it is essence. Greatness is not prideful when it is aligned with purpose. And your purpose is not small. The reason you felt misunderstood is because you speak the language of greatness while others still echo fear. You've always seen beyond the moment, beyond the pain, beyond the noise. That M is a reminder that you are not here to settle. You are here to shake the ground, shift generations, and shine even in darkness. And that's why the enemy has fought you so hard. Because he knows how dangerous you are when you finally believe. But I'm here to tell you it's your time. No more shrinking. No more doubting. No more explaining your destiny to people who can't even see their own. The M proves that your greatness isn't coming. It's already inside you. All you have to do now is unlock it. What if I told you the world has been keeping something from you? That your hands, those same ones that have wiped away tears and carried the weight of your past, are holding a supernatural secret meant only for the awakened. The M in your palm isn't just a wrinkle. It's a celestial map, a divine GPS guiding you to your true assignment. Most people never look down long enough to see it, but you were meant to see. And to remember, you are not here by accident. You are planted into this time in history with intention, not coincidence. The M is a symbol only those with spiritual eyes can understand. It means you're a mission carrier. You carry energy that shakes atmospheres. You bring light where others settle in shadows. You shift timelines when you walk in alignment. That M connects you to Moses, Mary, and the Messiah. Not by name, but by essence. You are part of the remnant God preserved for such a time as this. No one told you because they couldn't see it. But now the time has come for you to see it for yourself. Your identity is not what others labeled you. It's what God placed within you. And this symbol proves it. Don't ignore it anymore. When something is supernatural, it can't be explained by logic alone. It must be felt by the soul and confirmed by the spirit. And right now, your soul is remembering and awakening. Have you ever asked yourself, why do I feel like I don't belong? Like you're walking through life on the outside looking in? That you were born into a world you're not fully a part of? That inner ache, the sense of being different, is not in your head. It's in your spirit. You've felt different your whole life because you are. The M on your palm is a clue, a silent whisper from the divine that says you were made to stand out. Your energy has always been ahead of your environment. You felt too much, seen too much, carried too much. That's because you weren't built for mediocrity. You were built for missions. The world tried to make you feel like an outsider, but heaven calls you a leader. The pain wasn't punishment. It was preparation. You've been misunderstood because you're not just a person. You're a portal, a divine channel. Your very presence can trigger change, conviction, healing, and vision. That's why people either gravitate toward you or retreat from you. You remind them of what they're not yet ready to face. The M explains why you've always known there was something more. It's the sign that proves your difference was by design. In the next 72 hours, everything could change for you. I'm not saying that to stir your emotions. I'm telling you because heaven's calendar has your name written on it. The M in your palm is not just a past marker. It's a future activator. Right now, prophetic energy is being released into the earth, and those with the mark will feel it first. Expect interruptions, good ones, unexpected calls, sudden clarity, long-awaited doors opening. In the next 3 days, you will receive divine data, dreams, messages, moments of déjà vu that aren't random, but orchestrated. The universe is speaking. God is aligning, and your spiritual senses are being fine-tuned to hear it. The palms that once wiped tears will soon lift in praise and purpose. But you must be awake. These next 3 days are not for distraction. They are for divine reception. Set intentions. Cleanse your space. Pray, meditate, listen. Write down every revelation because what you receive in the next 72 hours could redirect the rest of your life. You don't need to chase answers anymore. They are on their way to you. And the mark on your hand is the invitation to receive them. Your mark is more than a spiritual sign. It is a breaker of chains. The M doesn't just signify destiny, it unlocks it. Many of you have struggled financially, felt stuck emotionally, or felt socially isolated. Not because you're cursed, but because you're being positioned. And now the tides are turning. Breakthrough isn't coming. It's already here, hovering, waiting for your agreement. When you begin to recognize your identity, everything else starts shifting. Your finances begin to align. Unexpected favor appears. People begin to find you, honor you, recognize you. You stop chasing what was never meant for you and begin receiving what always had your name on it. The M is a magnet. It draws what you're meant to manifest. Emotionally, things will start to balance. Clarity will begin to settle where confusion once lived. Pain will lose its grip. The parts of you that were broken will feel called back into wholeness. Why? Because you're finally walking in who you really are. And when a chosen one walks in alignment, every area of their life must respond. Think of your hand not just as skin and bone, but as a blueprint, a divine schematic etched by the architect of the universe. Every line is a prophecy. Every curve is a signature. The M is the key, and your life is the message it unlocks. What your palm is saying to you right now is this: you are more powerful than you've ever been told. You don't need outside validation when heaven has already verified you. Your palm is your proof. It's the silent sermon you carry with you every single day. When people overlook you, your hand still declares, I am marked. I'm chosen. I'm anointed. You may not have understood it before, but now you do. Now you know why nothing about you was ever small. Even your struggles had weight because your destiny does. This M is not a mystery. It's a message. A message that says, your time has come. Stop questioning your gift. Stop hiding your light. Your hand carries what generations prayed for. Now go and fulfill the prophecy your palm has been whispering all along. It's happening. The floodgates are opening. Not for everyone, but for the marked. For those whose palms scream with the M of miracles. You're about to see things you thought were impossible become inevitable. Delays are breaking. Blocks are dissolving. Miracles are about to manifest so fast, your soul will tremble with awe. You've waited long enough. You've cried long enough. God heard every whisper you uttered through tears. And now the heavens are answering, not in silence, but in supernatural volume. This isn't the season of trickles. This is the season of overflow. Expect not just one blessing, but blessing on blessing. That's what the M means now. Multiplication. You are the miracle someone else is waiting for. And the miracle you've been praying for. It's already in motion. Walk boldly. Pray boldly. Act boldly. The floodgates are open, and the marked ones are stepping into supernatural acceleration. Don't hold back. Step in. It's your moment. There's a sense of urgency now. Not fear, but divine urgency. Heaven is saying, I gave you the sign. Now use it. The M on your palm is not a decoration. It's a weapon, a tool, a map. And you are running out of time to keep sitting in doubt. The world is shifting fast, and those with the mark must rise. Your gifts were never meant to sit in silence. You've been waiting for a perfect moment when you were the perfect version of yourself. But perfection isn't the requirement. Obedience is. You're already enough. The mark proves it. And if you don't move now, opportunities will shift, doors will close, people assigned to your voice will miss their transformation. Use what you have. Say what you're called to say. Step where you're called to step. The M on your ears and means God already placed everything you need within you. You don't need more confirmation. This is it. The clock is ticking. It's not too late, but it's time to move now. This is your wake-up call, your spiritual siren. Ignoring the M now is like turning your back on a treasure map that leads directly to the future you've been dreaming of. You've been shown the sign, and that means your next steps matter more than ever. When God gives a sign, it's not casual. It's covenantal. That mark on your palm is a contract from heaven. If you ignore it, you delay your destiny. But if you embrace it, everything changes. You shift timelines. You open blessings not just for yourself, but for generations after you. You become a chain breaker, a cycle shifter, a legacy launcher. The Mim is calling you forward now. Don't let fear mute your mission. Don't let doubt override destiny. God gave you a signal because He trusts you to respond. So chosen one, respond, because what happens next is determined by what you do now. You've been feeling stuck, not because you aren't chosen, but because you've been missing the key. The M in your hand is that key. And now that you know it's there, the delays have no more power over you. What once seemed blocked is now open. What once felt lost is now within reach. You don't need to force doors to open when you carry the key. That mark on your hand holds divine authority. Begin declaring it. Begin activating it. Speak life over your path. Align with your calling. Release the fear of failure. It no longer fits who you are. Delay was part of your process, but destiny is your promise. You were born for movement, for growth, for divine flow. You are not behind, you're right on time. The moment you understand the power of your mark is the moment your life begins to flow in divine rhythm. Say it out loud. I hold the key. I am ready. I'm rising. Before your name was ever spoken, before you were placed in your mother's womb, you were marked. Heaven etched the M into your palm as a seal of assignment. That means your purpose is older than your pain, stronger than your doubts, and greater than your fears. Everything you've been through was preparing you for this moment. The heartbreak, the isolation, the struggle, it all refined you, sculpted you, and taught you how to carry what others could not. Now the time of activation is here. This is no longer about waiting. This is about walking in your true identity. You were never meant to live small. You were never meant to settle. The M is your mandate. Now rise, speak, heal, lead, love, create, build. You are the chosen one. You are the miracle. And the world has been waiting for you to remember. Every time you look at your palm, you're not just seeing skin. You're witnessing the echo of ancient power placed inside you. This M is not just spiritual. It's ancestral. It connects you to a lineage of wisdom, resilience, and revelation that goes back thousands of years. The same divine code that lived in prophets and seers now lives in you. And the universe is reactivating it right now in this moment. Have you ever felt like your soul was older than your body? Like your intuition was rooted in something deeper than education or experience? That's because you carry more than DNA. You carry divine memory. The M on your palm is a reminder that you've been chosen to restore the light in a world that's dimmed itself with fear and forgetting. You're not just waking up, you're remembering. This power isn't just symbolic, it's practical. You'll begin to speak, and people will listen. You'll enter a room and shift the energy. You'll write, build, create, and others will feel something they can't explain, but they'll be moved. Why? Because your hands hold the keys. That ma'am is your permission slip to be fully alive and fully activated. There's no more need to explain your power. Just walk in it. This is your season to honor the ancient in you. Honor the divine contract sealed in your skin. Your hands don't just do work, they do wonders. You've been entrusted with a rare light, and now that light is reawakening. Don't ignore it. Don't delay it. Step into it. You were never wired the same as everyone else. And deep down, you've always known it. You process pain differently. You see through lies others can't spot. You've always been sensitive. But that sensitivity wasn't weakness. It was spiritual awareness. The M on your palm proves that you are operating on a higher spiritual frequency. Your DNA carries codes that science hasn't even discovered yet because your source isn't earthly, it's divine. While others follow logic, you followed your spirit. While others needed confirmation, you had conviction. You see things in people before they see it in themselves. You feel the energy of spaces. You intuit it when change is coming. That's not just emotional intelligence. It's prophetic awareness, and it lives in your body, your thoughts, and yes, your hands. This spiritual DNA gives you gifts. Healing, discernment, leadership, creativity, resilience, but it also gives you responsibilities. You were never meant to blend in. You were born to stand apart and set new standards. You're not here to follow old systems. You're here to build new ones, and that M is the divine identifier that marks you as a carrier of the future. So, embrace your difference. Stop apologizing for your vision. Stop dimming your light for people who don't understand your brightness. You were encoded for something bigger. And the mark on your hand is your spiritual fingerprint that unlocks doors no one else can open. The world always tries to quiet those who carry truth. From childhood, you may have felt silenced, shamed, or unseen. But that wasn't because you were weak. It was because you were dangerous to darkness. Your voice carried light. Your mind carried questions that cracked illusions. Your presence carried fire, and the systems around you tried to mute what they didn't understand. But now something is shifting. That M on your palm is being spiritually amplified. The silence is being replaced by sound. Your voice is rising. Your truth is clearing its throat. And your purpose is stepping forward. You can't be silenced anymore because heaven has declared, speak. And when heaven speaks, every fear must fall silent. You may have lost time. You may have felt delayed. But what they tried to take from you will be restored sevenfold. Every moment you were quieted is becoming fuel for your message. Every door that's shut in your face will swing wide open. The same mouth that once questioned your worth will soon recognize your glory. The M makes sure of it. This is your time to rise in volume, in presence, and in purpose. You were silenced because you were a threat, but now you are unstoppable. Use your voice. Speak the truth. Declare the vision. And let your palm remind you were made for this moment. Think back on everything you've been through. The pain, the betrayal, the depression, the nights you thought you wouldn't make it to morning. And yet you're still here. You didn't just survive. You outlasted the storm. And that's not luck. That's the mark of the divine at work. The M in your hand is your survival code. It means that you are covered, chosen, and called. The reason death couldn't take you, the reason failure couldn't finish you, the reason heartbreak couldn't end you, was because heaven wasn't finished with you. The M means your mission was still active, and God refused to let you be buried before you bloomed. Sometimes we ask, why me? But the better question is, why not you? You were built for this. You were born with a resilience that most people don't even understand. The enemy sent his best attack, and it still wasn't enough. That alone should show you your value. Your destiny is too expensive to be cheapened by fear. Let your survival be your sermon. Let your scars be your symbols. Let your hand remind you daily I made it. I'm still making it. And I'm about to walk into everything they said I'd never have. The M means you're not just a survivor, you're a sign. It's easy to question God during battles, to wonder why would he let this happen to me. But what if I told you the battle was the classroom and the pain was the teacher? The reason the fire was so hot is because your calling is so heavy. The M on your palm means you were born to conquer, not collapse. You weren't created for ease. You were created for excellence. That means every battle was curated for your becoming. You had to lose certain people to gain your clarity. You had to walk through shadows to find your light. You had to face your demons to meet your destiny. But through it all, you were never abandoned. You were being sharpened. Victory is not a moment. It's a mindset. It's a lifestyle. The misem on your hand isn't a guarantee that things will be easy, but it is a promise that you have everything you need to win. You don't need more strength. You need to remember the strength you already carry, and the battles, they were just reminders of how powerful you really are. So walk into every challenge now with confidence, because the war was never sent to kill you. It was sent to reveal you. And the M proves that your victory is not optional. It's ordained. It may have felt like nothing was happening for you, that no matter how hard you prayed, worked, or believed, the door remained closed. But I want you to hear this clearly. You were never denied, only delayed. And that delay was not punishment. It was preparation. Because the weight of what you're about to carry requires a strength you couldn't develop overnight. The M on your palm is not just a symbol of arrival. It's a signal of timing. Divine timing. If God had given you everything too soon, it would have overwhelmed you. If the door had opened back then, it might have crushed you instead of promoted you. But now you're ready. Now the oil has settled on your life. Now the vision is clear and your spirit is stable. Think of the seasons of silence as soil, dark, quiet, but full of growth beneath the surface. That delay made you more discerning. It taught you how to hear God's whispers, how to cut through the noise, and how to walk even when the path wasn't visible. It taught you faith with muscle. And now that you've been refined in the fire, you're ready to hold the flame. So don't curse the delay, thank it. It was building the version of you that could sustain the miracle. And now, because of that sacred weight, you are not only qualified, you are called. And your mark, it's proof that what's been prepared for you is finally ready. The M on your hand is not just mystical, it's intelligent. It's not just a mark of favor, it's a mark of function. Embedded in that symbol is a spiritual blueprint, a divine algorithm written by the architect of time. You were designed with a destiny that cannot be erased. And the M is the seal of that divine strategy. Every gift you've been given is part of a larger plan. Your creativity, your leadership, your empathy, your ideas, they are all pieces of a larger mission. God doesn't waste symbols. So if you've been marked, it means you've also been mapped. Heaven has your coordinates. Your steps are ordered. Your detours have purpose. And the code in your palm confirms it. This divine intelligence is activated when you align. That means you must step into who you truly are without fear, without apology, and without delay. You were not created to drift. You were created to direct. The M isn't passive, it's a mission directive. And when you embrace it, everything starts to connect. The people, the opportunities, the revelations. You are not just a person. You are a program sent to run in the system of destiny. And the M on your hand is the password. Use it with faith, speak it with authority. And move with precision, because when divine intelligence is active, even your missteps become master strokes. Have you noticed how people feel drawn to you? How strangers open up to you? How your words linger in minds long after you've spoken them? That's not charisma. That's calling. The M on your palm is a spiritual magnet because you weren't sent here to blend in. You were sent here to move people. Your presence is a disruptor of stagnation. Your energy shifts environments. People feel seen, heard, healed, and challenged when you show up. And sometimes that makes you a target because you don't just carry light, you carry accountability. You remind others of the greatness they've been hiding from. And that kind of power is rare. But don't mistake emotional exhaustion for weakness. You're not overwhelmed because you're flawed. You're overwhelmed because you're overflowing. You've been carrying the emotional weight of others because your spirit was wired for ministry, leadership, and impact. The M means you're a lighthouse in a world full of storms. Own your magnetism. Channel it with intention. Speak when led. Rest when needed. And understand this. Your presence is prophetic. When you walk into the room, the atmosphere changes because your mark is more than visible. It's vibrational. You've lost a lot. Relationships that meant the world. Opportunities that you thought were the one pieces of yourself you didn't think you'd ever get back. But I want you to hear this. Nothing was wasted. Not one tear, not one moment. You may have lost it,